Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet, Scorpion Goddess, and I'm going to be talking about the Scorpio New Moon we have. So this is something that you would like to learn about and understand more of the astrological transits and how it's going to affect us individually and as a collective. Stay tuned. So we have a Scorpio New Moon, November 4th, 2021 at 4:14 p.m., 12 degrees in the sign of Scorpio. So when we have a new moon, this means that the sun and the moon meet together and it's time for a new beginning. And because it's in Scorpio, this is the perfect time to have a new moon because Scorpios are all about rebirth and transformation. So I'm personally excited about this, one, because obviously I'm a Scorpio, but also because this is, I'm not sure, but I feel like a lot of us are really feeling this energy of transforming from within ourselves. There's a lot of stuff happening in the collective as well, but we can really feel it during Scorpio season, this internal transformative period. And that's because Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto is the underworld and works deep and with the depths and goes really inward and internally. And Scorpio is all about transforming themselves from internally. And with this happening at 12 degrees, this is in the Pisces Decan. So this means that Scorpio is already naturally an intuitive being because water signs are all very intuitive, gifted beings. But with it being the 12 degrees Decan, making it a Pisces Decan for the Scorpio New Moon, this is giving us an even more heightened chance to be in that intuitive state of being. Sometimes things just don't need to logically make sense, and during this during the Scorpio New Moon, this is giving us that things don't really make sense to us, but they do make sense. Like maybe you can't break it into this is what this format means, yada yada yada, but intuitively you know and you trust the process and you know that there's this huge transformation happening from within and things are starting to really fall into place. But we have Uranus and Taurus, the opposite sign, making aspects during this new moon in Scorpio, and this can call for destruction because Uranus is all about destruction. And sometimes, or a lot of times, I don't even want to say sometimes, a lot of times when we're manifesting and creating and calling in something new, this means that something old needs to be deconstructed, fall down, and to not maybe start a clean slate, but you need to let go of something from the past that just wasn't meant anymore to then create space for this new thing. So I feel like this is literally, any astrologer is like, this is the perfect time. We're deconstructing, we're letting things go, things that no longer matter. It's taking care for itself, and the Scorpio New Moon is saying, I'm ready for this rebirth. I'm ready for this transformation. It's happening. But what we need to do is come into this place of letting go and accepting. And that's where this struggle is going to be coming in, because Scorpio is a fixed sign. So this fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, all of each element, these are the fixed signs. And fixed signs have trouble with letting go of things because they know what they know and they know how to work with that, and they like to feel like I'm in control, I'm in charge. So letting go and accepting new change can be feeling like detrimental and like I can't let go of this, I can't let go of this. So that's where this struggle with this we're dealing with a T-square and fixed signs is coming in. So that can feel scary and again detrimental for people as a collective, but especially for Scorpio suns, Taurus risings, Scorpios and Tauruses, whether you're Scorpio Sun or Scorpio Rising, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, because of the fixed elements happening with both of these planets being in those fixed signs, but it can also and will also affect very strongly the other two fixed signs, Leo and Aquarius. But as a collective, we're all going to feel this. It's just these signs will feel it more intensely than the others, but everyone is still affected because we're under this basically umbrella being in the same universe. These energies of these planets are still playing a big part on us. We also have Scorpio in Mars, and Scorpio's traditional ruler is Mars, so in a sense it's at home in this placement. And for some people, this may feel overwhelming and kind of like intense and stressful because Mars wants to take action, and Scorpio is all about power and intensity. So when you put these two together, it is at home, but for some people this can feel like, oh my god, this is a lot, how am I going to deal with this? And for others, typically Scorpio or major Scorpio placements or 8th house placements, because Scorpio is the 8th sign in astrology. So if you have a lot of those placements in your chart, then you're going to feel more natural and more at home and like, all right, I'm in my bag. Like, let's get to work. Let's do this. It's grind time. I'm ready to call in what I want, and I'm ready to take the action, and I'm focused on what I want to do, and I really don't give a shit what anybody else around me has to say because I'm focused on me and the intense feelings that I have behind this because I'm very passionate and I'm very driven about what I want. And I'm a go-getter. So that's what the energy that we're going to be working with this Scorpio and Mars. So we're having the Sun in Scorpio, the Moon in Scorpio, and Mars in Scorpio during this time. We also have Mercury still in the sign of Libra, and this can give us a good time to still communicate because Mercury rules communication, and Libra being an air sign, it likes being in this place, and Libra cares about other people and their feelings and what's equal and what's right and what's fair, and cares about the balanced, harmonious aspect in all relationships. So Mercury wants to communicate very harmoniously in this place. So this can help us with going through this phase of transformation, whether it's time to just really like cut certain people out of our lives, jobs, whatever it is. Mercury in Libra is giving us this nice aspect of being able to communicate that to, you know, whatever thing it is that we're letting go of, or we're trying to take action to, with Mars and Scorpio, go grab what it is that we want. How can I communicate this? Or, you know, if you have to write up a letter, deal with some type of legal stuff, because Libra also deals with legalities and stuff like that. With Scorpio and Mars, it gives us, like, you know, I don't like saying the balls because balls are weak, vaginas aren't. So the ovaries of just getting what it is that we want. So Libra in Mercury allows us to communicate it in a nice way, but also being fair. And Scorpio Mars gives us that action and that I'm not afraid and I'm going to go and get what I want and go towards what's actually real for me and what I'm actually passionate about. So this also comes into this place of self-care. So this is giving us a good time to give ourselves more self-care because we're going to be saying no to what we just do not feel passionate about. And that gives us a less overwhelming feeling, because when you're saying yes to so many things and yes to so many people, it feels overbearing, overwhelming for yourself. So this gives us that chance to say no. If you're not passionate about something, say no to it. Mars and Scorpio is it's gonna say no, and it's gonna say yes to what it wants and no to I really don't care about that, so no. This also gives us time to get to the depths and the core of people and the rawness and the realness. So this is a time where we're not going to be having a lot of small talk, because with the Scorpio Sun and the Scorpio New Moon, it's not interested. It is not interested in what the weather is or what pie you baked for your PTO meeting. Scorpio doesn't give a shit. So Scorpio's not going to be talking about that. And when I say Scorpio, I mean for everybody, because we're under the same placements. Scorpio is going to be talking about the discovery of the secrets that came out, the truth, the realness, the rawness, the depth of you, and the realizations that you're discovering about yourself and the communities that are surrounded around you as well. Because again, when we go back into the Uranus and Taurus transit, Uranus, which naturally rules Aquarius, Uranus and Aquarius are about communities. And so there could be some secrets coming out when it comes to your communities, your neighborhoods, people, just communities in general. So some secrets could be coming out from that, because Scorpio is the detective. And when we're dealing with moons, we're dealing with, how do I emotionally handle something? So this is where we're at with these transits happening right now. So we're having this T-square, so we also have the Saturn in Aquarius transit. So Saturn governs or rules government, and Aquarius is rebellious and wants its freedom. So we can see with this squaring aspect, it's going to cause some tension, but I feel like as a collective, this is, again, having secrets come out from our governments, hierarchies, stuff like that. So things coming to the forefront. So expect to see some things. There could be some possibilities when it comes on the news. We can also see some things where it has to deal with other people's monies, even government, like the masses, like their money, where it's going, how it's affecting us, the secrets of what they've been hiding when it comes to those things as well. Because again, with the Saturn in Aquarius and the new moon in Scorpio, because Scorpio has to do with other people's money, Saturn government, Aquarius rebellion, Scorpio secrets. So if you're catching on with all of this, that's why these are some predictions that I have of what we could expect to see as a collective. Now, with new moons being the time to call in new energy and revitalize ourselves, and with Scorpio being all about rebirth, this is a perfect time to manifest and call in what your heart truly desires and what you're really actually passionate about. There could be some things that are from your past that could come up and revisit you, that you forgot that, wow, I actually really love this, or I'm very passionate to this. So we can start to call in some of these things during this Scorpio new moon. This is a really great time to just really come into a place of leveling up within ourselves and really listening to our intuition and allowing that to just guide us and bring us to the place that we need to be in. Now, with all of that being said, I do want to pull a card for you guys for the new moon and from my Moonology deck. So I just want to see as an oracle message what we could all hear and use right now. So let's see what this Scorpio new moon. So we have a fiery climax approaches the full moon in Aries. So we're entering the eclipse season too, towards the end of November, when we get to the full moon in Taurus on the 19th. That'll be a completely separate video. But the fact that this says we're entering a fiery climax, it's perfect because, again, Scorpio is, it's passionate, even though it's a water sign. I feel like it's the fire sign of the water signs. Climax can be used in so many different ways, so many different forms, where you're peaking and reaching something new to come in, something that you're passionate about, something that you love, something you're intrigued about, truth coming out. But this can also deal with, I forgot to mention this, and I'm glad that I pulled this card. Scorpio is very sexual, so you can be getting more into some sexual activities and having a better, higher sex drive, better sex life during this time. You could be doing some sex moon magic also. That's very Scorpio. So just expect a lot of things to come in, but when you're calling in something new, don't forget, and people forget this all the time, when you're manifesting and calling in something, things need to deconstruct and leave. And this is why this transit with Uranus and Taurus and the Scorpio New Moon are perfect, because Uranus is destructing what does not fit, what is not meant to. And Scorpio is all about the transformative rebirth of themselves. So, with that being said, if you get to this place of feeling overwhelmed, oh my God, I'm losing what I've always been comfortable and what I've always known, it's because it's not meant for you. Be in this feminine, divine energy of receiving, because Scorpio is a feminine sign. Scorpio receives. Scorpio takes what's for it. It's open and very receptive. So that's what this card's really talking about, what I'm intuitively picking up from it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment a Scorpio emoji if you watch this, and please comment how this made sense to you, or what you're feeling, or what are you going to be doing during this new moon.